It's gonna be mostly me swearing for the
I bet my
record.
audio is terrible. I'm gonna have to fix that. Let's take
Imagine
a
if your
look. It's in
audio
a
was
book.
terrible. Ever think of that one for a minute?
It's reading Brainbow. Brainbow. Yeah, my internet is very bad. Or not internet, my audio is very bad. Let me fix it. Because I forgot to do that before the stream. Because I am so smart and cool and pretty. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, let's see if I fixed it. Boop, boop. Alright, let's see if I fixed it. Okay, I fixed it. Oh,
Yo, what's up?
welcome to the stream! We're gonna play Dragon Butt B.
Dragon Butt B?
Yeah, Dragon Butt Booty Hole.
Okay, you just got demonetized.
No. I didn't say any
You
swear
did.
words. I didn't say any swear words.
You're telling me that booty hole won't be flagged? Also, I hate the term booty hole.
Also, we're past 8 seconds.
Because for some reason, it's like, if somebody says butthole, I imagine a normal human puckered anus, right?
Big booty butthole.
If somebody says booty hole, I imagine, like, a big, weird, cartoon
Hey,
plastic
Sasha.
ass with just, like, a
Sasha's-
centimeter thick hole in it.
Over there. And also, she's over here in my chat. I'm playing as Goku.
Oh my god, Sasha, your fucking emo animates. That's rad.
Is.
Cat looks a bit creepy though, which it shouldn't be surprising. That's the point. But holy, something
so
about the way it
smooth.
animates. Yeah, it makes it almost feel like it shouldn't even be on my screen. Like that's not on my screen. I'm seeing the clown in my mind as I look
That's
at my
your mind
screen. You know,
clown.
it's like when people say hyper-realistic blood when they're playing like a Mario game or something. You know, it's like the blood looks like it's in real life, but over the screen. You know. So, hello everybody and welcome to part 2000.
Area has been unlocked. What do you mean? How can I just go there? So I don't frickin' see it either.
I mean, didn't they explain that Goku has instant transmission now?
Oh, yeah. I don't see it on the map, though. We're gonna do a side quest, actually. What was I going to say?
Do you think Goku would, like, die if he ate a pufferfish?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I completely lost the train of thought that I was about to go on.
Oh, sorry.
Yo! Hey! Huh? No, no, no!
And it goes clank when it moves.
Hmm? No.
I cannot get over Goku's stupid outfit. How did he manage to get a worse outfit than what he usually wears? Like, I'm not the most fond of what Goku usually wears. The orange
Why
jumpsuit.
are you being mean? He has, like, a black crop top with one palindrome, white puffy undershirt.
He's wearing the puffy shirt from Seinfeld.
He has a
Sasha has pointed
scarf.
out something great in the chat by using her emote.
Goku's
Goku's doing the Mr. Beast pose.
I love. Why did they do that pose? Why did
Also,
fake
I remember
Mr.
what
Beast do this?
I remember what I was going to talk about, which is that YouTube apparently has like loosened up their swearing stuff.
Yeah.
Again, and you can swear in your videos a bit. Because they really like locked it down really hard and everybody threw a fit, so they're like, okay, we're sorry. You can say fuck again. They didn't say you could do that. Oh, it was just a coincidence that Sasha sent that emote. But it was perfect.
No, no, no!
What was I gonna say? Boo, 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 boo.
Beefaroni.
It's that my videos keep getting demonetized.
Yeah.
But then I appeal it, and they all go through.
Like, I
And
can
then
actually say you're looking really cute today.
Oh, thank you. I put my hair in a ponytail.
Oh, yeah.
Bloop. There it is.
Also, nice shirt.
Thank you, it's my Miku shirt.
I noticed that there's a Miku there. I'm glad that it's yours.
Yeah, I stole Sasha's Miku shirt.
What are you
So... Oh!
Help Dr. Briefs. I forgot that's his freaking name. I've been doing side quests in Pokemon Legends in my spare time the last couple of days. Trying to level up my Pokemon for the next time I stream that game. Because they're all underleveled for the post-game stuff. But they haven't been leveling up very much, so I have a feeling there's something I could find that would be better for leveling up. Oh,
So
Sasha.
you still... Wait, you've been playing Legends Arceus?
Yes.
Have you been enjoying it?
Yeah, I like it way better than Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, isn't it learned for you in any way?
No.
Okay.
Alright.
What do you mean?
Oh, because yesterday you were telling me that I had ruined the game for you.
Yeah, you did. I remember now. You could have just let me live, and like I'd finally forgotten.
Nah, if I die tomorrow, you'll need something to remember me by, and I think that's the perfect thing.
God damn it! Look at this tiny puppy. What is it up to? Why is it just sitting there? What is it looking at?
A lady, you're so close.
Huh?
I believe what you mean is, what the dog doing?
Oh my god. But anyway, playing Legends Arceus again has been like really making me appreciate it again. Like I forgot, like just how like fun it is to play. Like all the mechanics in it and everything are just so nice. And now I remember why I was severely missing them when I started playing Scarlet.
Han. Oh, no, is that backwards? Is it supposed to be Hannah? Why is it backwards? What?
Well, it would be Naha if it was backwards.
Oh, yeah. Why is it backwards, though?
It looks like it says suck underneath that. Or
Or
sucker.
is it, maybe it's... Wait. Okay, no, the image isn't flipped. It's a Japanese magazine, so they'd have the cover on the right side.
What's this? Why are these people naked? That's what Goku just said. Trophy earned Fountain of Knowledge? Because Goku learned about naked people? Wait, that dog has creepy eyes. You can't
That's
pet the
a
dog in
mean
this
thing
game.
to say.
Well, I mean, it does.
I mean, most dogs look pretty creepy.
No, get out of here. Get off your high horse.
No, I'm serious. Like, people show me their dogs, and I'm like, oh god, looks like a weird grub. And
You're a weird grub.
And I'm like, oh, that's a cute dog. Good job on that one. And they're like, thank you. But in my head, I'm thinking, oh, look at that disgusting grub. That weird, ugly thing. Dogs just have that energy. They just feel like these weird scrunglies that people just make excuses for. Elena, why are you doing this to me?
I gotta make you think I'm a weird scrunkly.
Elena,
And
you
then
are a
obviously-
weird scrunkly. It's just you don't look like some kind of maggot.
I want to look like a maggot.
I'm sorry, Elena. You don't have what it takes to be a maggot.
Blah.
You ain't
about
maggot
Pokemon
what it
Legends.
takes. Ah! Yeah. Go on.
But yeah, it's just so fun to run around in Pokemon Legends.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it. It's just like, it's so much better than than Scarlet and Violet. I also like the way the Pokemon are rendered way better in Legends Arceus, I'm realizing. The sort of like bump mapping and semi-realistic textures they decided to do in Scarlet and Violet are not doing it for me. I like the very stylized shading that they have in Pokemon Legends. It's much more visually appealing to me. It's got style.
I wish the games looked like they did in like ORAS again. That's like the peak of the Pokemon art style.
I think the peak was black and white. I hate how the 3DS games look, to be honest.
Okay, I should probably clarify peak in 3D.
You see? I don't know, I think the peak in 3D was Sun and Moon. I don't like the
maybe.
3D chibis. Or like the well, they weren't chibis, they were like half, it was weird. I just like that they just committed to them being full size in the overworld in Sun and Moon. And I also liked, in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl that they just completely went back to the little chibis. I don't like the halfway in between.
I'm in a weird situation where like I like chibis, I don't like the chibi water chibis.
The what?
The chibi water chibis don't feel like the right kind of chibis.
Which chibi water chibi?
You're from the Diamond and Pumper.
Oh, the chibi water. I remember that now.
Diamond and Pumpernickel. What's the little freezer ship down here?
When am I supposed to... There's like a thing marked on the map here.
Maybe there's something going on beneath it? Or maybe you can go in the hole?
It. Can I zoom in? Easygoing genius. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. Well, I guess I'm going to the other one then.
Head towards Goku's house on the world map. Bring materials to Dr. Briefs. Hi, Cromba.
Oh, Skull Robo game. Oh, I must have to get that from an enemy there?
Maybe?
I think because it has a star on it, that means it's part of the current mission. Wait, who the hell is... Why are there Frieza Force dudes? Are they stragglers from when Mecha Frieza showed up earlier? Presumably?
Could you imagine being on the job and your boss... Wait, actually 1 second, hold on. Did I fall asleep at the end of last stream?
Yeah.
What happened at the end of last stream?
When we learned all the stuff about Trunks.
Okay.
Like he told us that, the androids are going to show up in like 3 years or whatever.
Did Trunks kill Frieza's ass?
Yeah, that was at the beginning of the stream.
I want to make sure I didn't spoil anything. Anyway, I was gonna say, imagine you're on the job and your boss dies and you decide to keep working.
Because I was asking about that you never answered me properly, I think, because you were falling asleep. Oh, well, you kind of answered me. I was just like, I was trying to ask you if that was it. Because, like, the preview thing, like, really hyped up Mecha Frieza and everything. And then he was, like, dead in, like, the first, like, 10 seconds.
I think I didn't answer because I wasn't sure whether it happened yet because I was sleepy.
Oh.
So I didn't want to spoil it.
to
I was
deal
like,
with
does he just show up and just kick their ass and that's it? Like,
Also,
is it all
I'm
just a
thinking
red
of-
herring?
I'm looking into bracelets you can wear that electrocute you when you start to fall asleep. So when I get those, I think the streams are going to improve greatly.
I see.
Yeah, Freezer is premium jobber. What do you think about it? Frieza, like, is jobbing even in his own saga?
Because
like, when-
jobbing?
Okay, so basically, there's two terms that are wrestling terms that are, like, connected, right? There's putting somebody over, right? Which means showing that somebody is strong, right?
Oh yeah, this is what you talked about on the stream last time.
Yeah,
But you
and
were like
you
really
show
sleepy and I wasn't really getting what you were talking about.
Yeah, and you show that somebody is strong by having them beat you, basically. It's like your job to be a comparison point, almost, right? Dragon Ball does this a lot, right? You know, because, like, Raditz was, like, the strongest guy ever, right? But then, like, he's, like, I don't know, but then, like, he's, like, okay, no, that's a bad example, right? I don't know, it's just, like, you know, it's like, you know, Nappa, Jumper Nappa, right? Like, Piccolo and Krillin and Gohan couldn't do anything to him. And then Goku turns up and breaks his spine, basically. And then, like, Goku can barely beat Vegeta. In fact, he can't on his own, right? So it's like, you're like, it gives you an understanding of the levels of power. That, like, the guy that Goku beat almost instantly was untouchable by the other three, but then Goku is struggling with Vegeta, you know, it's like a hierarchy, right?
Yeah.
Basically, it's like in the start of this story, Mecha Frieza shows up, and then Trunks just kills him. And that's so that you know that Trunks is really powerful, right? And then Trunks is like, oh, you gotta be careful about androids, or you gotta be really careful, they're really scary. So then you're like, wow. So you can, like, that's like the levels we're talking about here. Like, Frieza is fucking piss water compared to this guy, and he's worried about androids. Ergo, they must be really strong.
I see.
But I was thinking, like, even in the Saiyan saga, I mean, even in the Frieza saga, once Goku goes Super Saiyan, Frieza is, like, not really that much of a problem, you know?
So it's just showing us more or less that Trunks is on the same level as Goku, which they also establish a little bit afterwards when Goku beats Trunks. You know.
Yeah.
Also, I was going to say, I didn't get a very good answer out of you on this either, because you were sleeping, but I was like, why?
I hate sleeping.
Okay. I was just like, why do they just accept that the androids are going to show up? Like, why, like, they're like, alright, let's meet in 3 years here when the androids show up. And it's just like, well, you know they're coming, why don't you just, like, try to stop them? Like, you even know who's going to make them? Like, why not try to stop them from being created?
I mean, like,
it sort of threw me for a loop.
I mean, how have they solved every problem so far?
Just wait for it to show up.
And then they punch it.
Well, why not punch the person who's going to cause the threat to arrive, you know?
Well, I mean, number one, there's just the fact that Trunks may not have known this stuff, right? That's number one.
Well, but he told them. He's like, these people made them, and like he told them exactly who was going to make them and where they were being made.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. It was
Okay,
like, he like specified like a specific lab where they were gonna get made and everything.
If they've stopped the
Does Goku just want to fight them, like as he usually does?
Like, realistically, like, these people are all martial artists, right? So like
we're not gonna go Terminator 2 and like try and shoot the guy responsible for Skynet.
no. I think fundamentally, on some level, you kind of just gotta accept that, there's a thing. There was a thing. I was watching a video about like the storytelling of the Sonic series, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got into the topic of like a lot of like Japanese storytelling techniques that aren't as popular in Western stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing they brought up is that like strength of character is like things that exist only to demonstrate strength of character are like a lot more common, right? And I think purely like if we're being realistic here, the reason they don't go and kill the reason they don't in effect Terminator 2 them is because that would basically be easy and it wouldn't prove anything and it wouldn't be interesting. Like.
By the way, I was gonna say, I love that scene in Terminator 2 where Sarah Connor is going to assassinate the guy who ends up creating Skynet, because it's just like extremely intense.
Oh.
The intensity of it is always sticks with me, I think.
You know something that I always enjoy? That one clickhole article that's like...
Because there's like there's so many different emotions going on in that scene, I think. Because there's people, because there's already other characters who do not support her doing this. And then it's like also you understand her reasons for doing that. And then they also show how the guy he's just like a normal guy with a family and everything, you know?
Elena, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did I just say, you know what this always reminds me of? You say yes, I go to say my thing, and then you interrupt me to continue.
I'm sorry, I had extended thoughts, I'm sorry.
I want this on the record! The absolute undeniable proof that you interrupt me!
I'm sorry, I'm just a poopy.
It's okay.
I'm a poopy girl, I'm sorry.
Just the next time I say you interrupt, I want on the record that, like, this isn't a you talking about the game thing. There's no excuse here, I'm just right.
What? What?
I mean, that sounds like a good scene. If I ever watch the movie, I'll give you my opinions on it.
I watched Terminator and Terminator 2 with Sasha recently, but you didn't want to join us?
Yeah.
So you missed out. You also didn't watch Jingle All the Way with us, or
okay,
you watched Total Recall with us, though.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. Anyway,
so funny.
I was gonna say, whenever I think of Terminator 2, I always think of this one clickhole article where it's like, did you know the scene in Terminator 2 where what's the future Terminator one again? The more advanced one?
The T-1000.
Where the T-1000 faces through the bars in the prison was actually ad-libbed by the actor.
That's great. We saw some kind of like action figure of the T-1000 at Walmart today.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, Sasha, are you still what? Can you hear me?
Wait. So the T-1000's the future one, right?
Uh-huh.
What's the past one called?
It's like the T.
Is it just the T?
500 or something?
Oh. I thought it was just the T. There's been 1,000 iterations since then.
Best to deal with this now.
Maybe I misremember. I'm pretty sure it's the T-1000. Sounds right. Where'd that UFO go? There it is.
So weird how they make
Just,
you just
I'm
throw little
feeling
balls
good.
at them. What the fuck? Such a weird thing to say.
He's feeling good though. You know what they say. Hehe. I'm feeling
You know what
good.
they say?
We need densite. Alright, this apple looks extra juicy! That's what he just said. This must be underground as well. Is there like a cave entrance near here? Just get Goku to just drill into the ground, I'm sure you can do that. Chroma says if they're stopping their creation, that's time they could have spent training.
Dude, I could be training.
Dude, I could be training.
Best to deal with this now.
You know,
I really would.
I have a suspicion about what I'm supposed to do here. Hold on.
I really want somebody to make like some kind of something that's like Dragon Ball, but like more considered.
Oh. What do you mean
like,
by more considered?
Like, I don't know, like, it just feels like... It feels like the way fighting works mechanically never changes, despite the fact they get stronger, right?
Uh-huh.
It would be interesting, like, I guess they kind of go there in some later One Punch Man stuff, but not a lot.
Mm.
I don't know, it'd be really interesting to, like... to like actually see a storyline where people are punching with the force of an asteroid impact, but it has the impact of an asteroid impact, you know? Like, follow the science of like what this would be, of like how this would work.
Well, as I often like to talk about, the asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs caused worldwide forest fires. It increased the surface temperature, like the air temperature, near the surface, to as much as 200 degrees Fahrenheit in like across the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the most fucked up part is
What?
it made the Dimetrodon cry.
What?
It cried.
What do you mean it cried?
It sat in its little cave and it cried.
Huh. Dimetrodon was already extinct by that point. Dimetrodon is not a dinosaur.
There isn't.
It's one of the precursors to mammals. I forget what those are called off the top of my head, but...
Well, I never said when it cried.
Well, did it have like a premonition?
Yes! It was in a cave with like a crystal ball. And it's like,
I see.
So sorry. And it saw all the dinosaurs dying, and it felt a pang of sympathy and empathy in its heart.
I see.
Because you see, it's a proto-mammal, so it has compassion.
Okay. What? King Kai showed up to say mining's your hobby, eh? All I can say is you rock.
King Kai... I was going to say something really nasty then, but I had to stop myself.
So my suspicion seems to have been incorrect. Hope we're fighting again. I like to just spam all of the powerful attacks at like the first enemy.
Just immediately vaporize them.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Don't kid yourself, you could never beat me.
Yeah, that was a good fight. Look at that, I just obliterated them. All that's left is a small brown stain on the wall behind where they were.
Elaine, if I give you $25, will you draw a picture of the Dimetrodon crying in the cave with the crystal ball?
Also, the other thing that I like about the meteor that caused the extinction of the dinosaurs that I always like to mention is that scientists went like back and forth on it like a few times over time. Where first they thought it was a meteor impact, right? That was the hypothesis. And then they were like, well, no, the meteor impact couldn't be the only thing that caused their extinction. Like, it must have been, like, increased volcanic activity and, like, the resulting environmental effects from that was, like, a factor. And And then we found the just like 90-mile wide crater in the Yucatan Peninsula that lined up with the extinction of the dinosaurs, and we were just like, yeah, no, it was probably just this. this was definitely enough.
Might cause some trouble later.
Elena Sans kin moments? Says Grumba. You're about spamming your most powerful attack at the beginning of the fight.
Oh, I see.
Wait, so you're saying that the surface temperature of the Earth, do you say average was 200 degrees?
No, it was like in some places it would have gotten all the way up to 200 degrees, and it could have been as far away as like Europe. Could have experienced temperatures that high.
Like, okay, so here's a question,
worldwide
right?
earthquakes, worldwide forest, because the forest fires were because the air was superheated.
So here's a question, right?
Everywhere, yeah.
Did anything on North America, did anything like in America survive?
Good question. I don't know.
Because like it kind of just sounds like basically at that point it's
because
half the planet is definitely dead.
Well, a lot of things would have survived the heat. What didn't survive the heat was like they could have found shelter. Like a lot of stuff probably survived. Like it wasn't that hot everywhere. Some of them could have found shelter, etc.
Is it just they went in a cave?
Or whatever they did, yeah. But what didn't survive was any of the plants. Like, basically, essentially, all of the plants on Earth died. That was the first problem. They all, like, imagine a forest fire, but the entire planet. Is essentially what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
So plants were incredibly diminished after this. Afterwards, the Earth is plunged into a nuclear winter, essentially. So you go from these extremely hot temperatures briefly now to just unending cold temperatures. So the plants that did survive are going to be diminished just because of the temperature loss and the loss of sunlight, right?
Yeah.
Most of the apex herbivores that were left on the planet were very large, right? Like think like Triceratops, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Parasaurolophus, Iguanodon, those type of animals. And all of those now die out because their food source is just gone. So now all the big predators, T-Rex, all those type of animals, they all die off because their food sources are gone, right?
Yeah.
Also, the meteor impact caused like massive acidification of the ocean, like a ton of carbon dioxide got deposited in the ocean, like way worse than even we have today. So all of the giant marine reptiles went extinct, most of the shark species went extinct, all of the remaining shelled cephalopods went extinct, other than the Nautilus. Like, literally, the Nautilus is somehow the only one that survived. There were plenty of them at the time. They're all gone now.
I think my thing is when people describe this is I just don't understand how anything works. Like it just feels like the end.
Life just because mammals at the time were very small, and also were well equipped for dealing with colder temperatures because they had body heat and fur. So they lived. Anything that could fly, like birds and pteranodons, pterodactyls and everything actually survived longer than the dinosaurs did, because they could fly, so they could fly to places that were less devastated. Same with birds. Birds also are endothermic, like we are.
Yeah.
So, they also had that advantage. Also, do
we know when pterodactyls went out of style then?
I don't know exactly. You can probably look that up, but they survived for longer. Basically, in the extinction that wiped out the dinosaurs, all large animals went extinct. Like anything the size of a human or more went extinct. There was literally nothing that was bigger left anymore. That's the extent of the devastation that occurred. And we know it was basically instant because, like, not even on like a geological scale, but on like a human scale, it was instant. even just looking at the fossil record, because there's one layer of Earth where you find dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
Then the layer above, no dinosaurs. Like there's like tons of them in this layer, and then the next layer it just looks starkly different. Like it's just like completely different rock composition entirely, and there are no dinosaurs there. And that's just kind of unheard of. like it's usually sort of like a gradual change in the fossils you find. When it comes to the dinosaurs, it's just instant.
Hmm.
Isn't that wild?
That's pretty wild.
I think about this every time that we go anywhere around here, because there's those big mesas sticking out of the ground. And they have those rock formations with the layers. And I'm always thinking about how it's sort of like looking back in time, looking at those rock formations, and I think that's really cool. Like you're looking millions of years into the past with just any random rock formation you see out there. Isn't that really cool?
Hmm.
I think that's really neat. Having to punch a deer. Like how it says catch. But then you just get meat. I did not catch it. Like imagine if that happened in Pokemon. You catch it and then you just get the Pokemon's meat. And like the Pokemon disappears.
Right. This apple looks extra juicy. Hey.
That would be fucked.
You know, Mom's been pretty mad at you for being away from
No, wait, no. According to this, it seems like
Yelled at again.
the Cretaceous Paleogene extinction event also wiped out the pterosaurs.
Well, yeah, it was responsible for that. I'm just saying that they lasted probably the longest
All right.
Okay.
after the meteor impact. Like, they probably had, like, a good few thousand, maybe a million years they lasted after that. A million's probably pushing it. But they would have been still existing for a while after that. Did you know that the first animals to become large again after that extinction were snakes?
That makes sense.
Snakes
They've got
took the first crack at becoming large again.
somehow it feels right.
Like the largest
Just like-
snakes that ever lived were in the following time periods after the KPG extinction.
Well, of course, because it was a world of mostly rats.
And little birds.
Could somebody make an early Paleogene Flash game that's just a reskin of Snake? It's just rats and small birds and a snake.
And Gohan. What are you
I also like that, following that extinction, crocodiles took a crack at becoming the, like, large land predators. There were, like, upright walking, crocodiles following that.
I
For a time.
love how you say take a crack at that.
Yeah, they took a
Like-
crack
like-
at being the dominant land predator.
Like there was some fucking crocodiles in a lake somewhere, and one just pats them up and then, oh fucking hell, let me take, there's a niche there, let me have a go at that. Hold me beer. They get up and they like waltz around me like, oh, I'm gonna fucking predate on these
I only
little shits.
anthropomorphize things like this when I think it gives good imagery, so it's working out. When I think it puts a vivid image into your head. And then, of course, there were the terror birds, which, those are what horses evolved because of. So you have terror birds to blame for horses.
I genuinely, for a second, thought you were gonna say that's what horses evolved into.
No, horses evolved to run away from terror birds.
I gotta be honest, I don't really like. It's weird because when you think about it, a terror bird, right,
Mm-hmm.
is just like a dinosaur with no ass.
Well, terror bird was basically, so you know how you want dolphins to evolve back out of the water
Yeah.
That's essentially what terror birds were. They were evolving back out of the sky and back into being like a dinosaur, basically.
No, that's not okay. Are you insane? Do you think I'm just
Chi-Chi's yelling at Goku.
in here and disrupt Gohan's studies?
I'm not trying to do that. It's just, well...
No, I don't care what you say. I'm not letting Gohan train with you.
Hang on, wait. You're saying the fate of the Earth isn't
The fate of the Earth isn't as important as Gohan's studies are?
Of course Gohan's studies are more important. Nothing's more important.
What? I said what to, and Goku said what?
You don't believe that, right? Come on.
Fine. This is the absolute...
This is the absolute last time.
But in 3 years, he's done with all this...
Thanks, Chi-Chi.
Goku gets yelled at by his wife simulator.
Weaknesses.
Oh my god!
All right.
Yo, now he's back in this outfit, which I like better, but I still think looks kind of dumb.
Okay, what would you fucking dress as if you were Goku?
Goku, can you hear me?
To be fair, probably this is about as good as Goku can come up with.
Yep. Reading your...
Wow!
I'm glad to see you've made it back to Earth. I've been waiting for you. My apologies. But would you please come to my lookout?
He's speaking
I
for the
must
controller
speak
again.
with you.
Oh, really? Does it have to...
What I have to say concerns everyone.
Everyone? Uh-oh. Got it.
Good. I'll be waiting.
You guys, I'm sorry. But there's been a change. What do you think? Wanna come with me?
Oh, Kami, huh?
But yeah, I was thinking about the Terror Birds thing last time I was at the fair, because they have horses there. And I was looking at these horses and I was just thinking about, like, dang, they evolved to like run so fast and everything, and now away from these birds that don't even exist anymore, and they don't even have anything to run away from anymore. Like they're like over-engineered now.
Do you think a kangaroo will ever become a dinosaur?
Really?
Don't need to. I can find you guys just fine.
Are you sure?
Because when you really get down to it, it's like they always feel like bunny saurs, you know? They're like halfway between a rabbit and a dinosaur.
Horses, to me, I think the thing that's weird about them to me is that they exist in such like a human context for me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever I like see them or whatever, they don't register quite as animals to me as much as they do just like they're like a different, they're just a horse, right? Like they're in some other weird category aside from animals or humans. And so the idea of them just
Flesh motorcycle.
yeah, and so the idea of them just existing on their own, like in the wild, and just sort of just running around, just doesn't compute in my head. Like I can't imagine this world that existed before humans and before we tamed horses, where they were just like running around in North America away from these giant birds that were trying to eat them. Like I can't process that in my head.
You know, the strange thing for me and horses is the fact that we still keep letting them live.
Oh.
I hate horses. They're just the most vile creatures.
Oh my god. I'm always just like, but why do they look like that though? Like why do they have like flowing hair and stuff? What did they develop that for?
It's specifically designed, I think they were designed to make us uncomfortable. Because you have this creature that both has flowing hair and these like really big eyelashes, right? But it also has like 4 eyes and it's like a big veiny sausage on spider legs. And it has like... it just shits everywhere.
Goku should
Just
wear a
casually in
flowing robe,
conversation.
says Chroma, by the way. What do you think?
I could see that working. Maybe...
There are characters that wear robes in this series. What would you do if I was an android?
Nothing really. Like, it doesn't really require any action of me. It's not a call to action. I'm already
think there's a
dating
character-
an android anyway, so it's like, whatever.
I think there's a character in Marvel called the Super Android.
Oh.
Or is that DC? Because I know there's also one called the Super Adaptoid. And I'm wondering if I'm getting them confused. Or if there's no super... Like, who's the Super Android? I know there's a character in something called the Super Android. I gotta look this up.
I'm pretty sure there's like a super android in that one Dragon Ball movie. Explicitly, they called
Like
the
something
super
spelled Super
android.
Android. Super Android 13. Was it
That's
Lost
the one
in
where
Space?
That's the one where Goku gets punched in the nut.
Yeah, the Lost in Space has the Super Android that I was remembering. That's why that was in my head recently, because I was thinking about Lost in Space. And the frickin' Super Android came up. You wanna see how stupid the Super Android looks, Bis?
Yeah, sure, show me. Have you DM'd it to me?
I'm gonna put it on stream, actually. It'll be easy enough.
Okay, I will look. I am looking.
Let's see,
I am
where's my
looking.
window capture?
I am looking. I am looking.
There you go.
Alright, what should I do now?
What? That's
the
yep.
Super Android.
IDAC!
I don't know why it says IDAC on him. I don't remember why.
What if it just stands for I don't actually know?
That's what I always say. Lost in Space is such a stupid show. I've seen every episode of it. The budget got... it's so funny because it kept going, right? But they kept giving the show less and less budget as it went along.
Ooh.
And so the end of it is like the worst episodes in the show.
That's the worst way for a show to go.
Yeah. It's basically like Gilligan's Island, but in space. That's how I would describe it.
I never want to watch a single episode of Gilligan's Island ever. That's one of my bucket list things, is to not know anything about it.
This guy looks like the Jolly Green Giant if they were a robot. That's the little Goku.
I don't think that's Goku.
That's little Goku.
I don't think that's Goku.
That's little Goku!
I don't think that's Goku.
Then who is it?
I haven't seen whatever this is talking about, but I'm gonna bet it's actually Mr. Popo in a Goku costume. Because he has Mr. Popo's, like, eyes.
I mean, he was talking about how he needed to get past Mr. Popo. It said Goku needed to get past Mr. Popo.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up.
Boy, Mr. Popo is just incredibly unfortunate of a character design.
Tommy, Mr. Popo. Long time no see.
You'd think they'd give him the Jinx treatment at some point and make him purple instead, so it's a little less awful.
They in the dubs of Dragon Ball Kai that was shown on Nickelodeon, they made him blue.
You see?
Shenron under the weather or something?
No. You see,
I've talked about it before, I think. I don't know if on stream, but it really is just kind of odd to me how persistent of a thing depictions like that are from Japan.
What?
You know, it's amazing though, because I can remember, like, growing up, right?
Uh-huh.
And my friend I grew up with, who was like the same age as me, had like some kind of weird blackface plush in his room.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a video I was watching recently. Okay. Let me pause this for a second so I can... There's context I gotta give. So it was... there was a video, it was called...
Charge the controller.
I don't know where the cable... Oh, here's the cable.
Battery.
The video was like, no black characters in Splatoon are not problematic.
Hmm.
And it was basically just reacting to a video, talking about how so first of all, there were posts people were making. They were saying it's a yellow flag, as in like it's not quite a red flag. Like it's just kind of like a bit sus, you know. When white people are playing as like really dark skin tones in Splatoon. And they were reacting to a video where somebody took that and was making a very disingenuous counter argument, where they were like, it's like, oh, so my favorite, so people can't have their favorite character be a black character, like sort of like misunderstanding that they were talking about like a player-made character, like they weren't talking about somebody having a favorite character who's black, which obviously isn't a problem. They were talking about somebody making a black character and using that as their avatar because it feels a bit adjacent to blackface, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And so they were saying, like, it doesn't necessarily mean anything wrong. Like, just people don't necessarily have bad intentions playing as black characters or whatever, but based on historical and societal contexts, they have to be a bit wary of people doing that, right? Like, that was it.
Yeah.
And this person just was making a very disingenuous response to it. And he was talking, and the guy doing the video was talking about how blackface is definitely still a thing that exists, and that people do, you know? He said he grew up knowing people who would, like, go to parties or whatever and do blackface and stuff like that, right? And it was just, so I was just thinking about that. That's what you reminded me of, because, like, you said you knew somebody who had, like, a weird blackface plush.
Yeah.
So...
If you say so, but not all hunches come
So
true,
yeah,
you know?
it's people like to think that it's a thing of the past, you know, just like many aspects of racism. But it's definitely still there, you know? Just, people just try not to talk about it and pretend it's gone, you know?
Indeed. But should you have any wishes?
Gotta think this through. Got it, Kami! Uh-oh. Piccolo and the others. They're over
He also briefly brought up that, you know, there's like politicians where like pictures of them will come up where they did blackface when they were younger, you know? Like... definitely an ongoing thing.
I sometimes think about that one thing I read about where it was like one of the princes in the royal family or something had gotten criticized for dressing up as a Nazi while going to a colonialism themed party.
Yeah,
And I always just think to myself, like, a what?
Let me get it. With something.
Excuse me? Is this what rich people are
what is it?
into?
Senzu beans.
That same YouTuber, his most recent video was just about how, like, he was considering, like, quitting YouTube, or, like, taking a break from it just because of just all of the harassment that he gets
Yeah.
as a black creator who sometimes talks about racism and stuff like that. He's mostly just, he's like a Splatoon YouTuber, right? And it's just like,
I guess you have a point.
it just sucks. He said he gets a lot of harassment because of his name, which was, Negus, I think is what it was. And people are like, isn't that racist or whatever? Like, isn't that the N-word or, you know? And it's like, no. And then he was just kind of getting sick and tired of that.
Like N-I-G-A-S.
It was N-E-G-U-S. So it's not even that close.
U.S., did you say?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it just starts with N and has a G in the middle. That's it.
Man, this guy is so easy.
And he was getting tired of the constant comments about that. Apparently, like, that's just his name, you know? Like, it's not even one that he, like, chose or something, it's just his name. So it's just like... like, this is, like, the first video that second video I saw from this guy, and I was just like... It's very unfortunate
Mm.
that this stuff goes on, you know?
Yeah.
Alright then, take a look. It's in the sacred land of cold. Made it easy for you. See here? Alright, that should be enough.
Yep. See you later.
It's like... Yeah, it's like you really don't have to look very far to find that racism still exists, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Corin does help me out.
Sorry if I'm like dragging down the mood here.
So
Or
It's
whatever.
alright, it's right. I just found a video where somebody spray painted their teeth white.
Oh, also, my headset is really going bad. Once we got some more money,
I wonder what Yajirobe
new
does
headset
on
is a priority.
Train, maybe?
Oops,
Nah,
stream has
doesn't
farted.
look like he trains.
Could you hear me during that, Biz?
Not a lot of it, I think.
This stuff is worth talking about? Oh, okay. Yeah,
But he's definitely good with a sword. I remember when
I know we don't really have... I'm pretty sure you're my only viewer right now, Krum. But I'm glad you appreciate it at least.
Oh yeah, I need to rebog the stream, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to rebog the stream.
This is divine water, isn't it? Well, it's
This is
called that,
divine
but
water,
it's
isn't
just
it?
normal
Well, it's
water.
called that, but it's just normal water.
I was supposed to take this from
I
Corin
was supposed to
as
take
part
this
of
from
my training.
Corin as part of my training. Man, that was tough.
What should I do now?
Wow. Gather the required items. Sage water, godly grow fertilizer. How do I get those?
Wait, how'd you get what? I zoned out.
Sage water and godly grow fertilizer.
I don't know.
Some in the sacred land of Corin. At the bottom of this tower.
Is he taking a cat nap?
Are you taking a cat nap?
Yeah.
Woo! I'm going to the sacred land of Corin.
Well, Corin does help me out a bunch with his sensu beans, so I should help him out once in a while.
Looking for items. Remember Temtem?
Yeah, I remember Temtem.
I wonder what Yajirobe does up
Do you remember? Oh, what was the one where a gun was edgy garbage?
That one was not Temtem.
Pal World or whatever it was.
That one looked amazing. I kinda wanted to stream that just because of how absurd it looked.
I always feel very weird about Temtem,
I
because,
remember
like,
when I first met him, he cut that monster. Something's there. Want a tango?
I don't know, I always just feel like the aesthetic is its main problem.
I bet he'd make a really strong fighter if he actually trained. Ah, here goes!
Have you seen anything about that game Sons of the Forest, Biss?
My power!
No.
I watched a YouTuber that like Let's Game It Out. Watched his video on it. And it's got such a weird aesthetic. Like, it both looks like a cool game to play, like it actually looks kind of neat.
See why Yajirobe
But it
was
also
reluctant to do
has
this
the
himself.
aesthetic of one of those like really cheap, passionless, like asset flip type of games.
Huh.
Yeah, like it look like there's certain scenes that I saw that actually legitimately look really nice. But then there's other parts where it's just like this game looks like it was so cheap. like it's so funny because it looks like a legitimately cool game, but it also looks really cheap and it's kind of funny.
Oh, let me look that up.
That's if you've seen memes going around about a character called Kelvin. That's what they're talking about. There's a character named Kelvin in Sons of the Forest.
I have not heard anything about Kelvin. Oh my god, I hate this close-up shot. Oh my.
Kelvin is like you're in like this like military vehicle and it like crashes on this weird island or whatever. And Kelvin comes out of it like deaf and dumb. And so you have to communicate with him via like a notebook to tell him what you want him to do and everything.
Interesting.
All right.
And his name is Kelvin. It's got some interesting enemy designs. And it's got like building stuff. You ever seen, what was the name of that Viking game? The survival Viking game with the building and stuff in it?
I don't know what you're talking.
What was that one called? It's kind of like that game. But with a much cheaper looking art style.
Oh.
More high, something
Mordhau?
like that. Mordhau?
Mordhau? That's what Chrome says.
Mordheim. What's it called? The one that people were giving a lot of shit because it was like pixelated textures.
All right.
Like it's so fun. Like people thought that looked cheap, right? Because it had pixels. Meanwhile, the stuff that actually looks cheap. That's what they think. Valheim. That's it. Yes. That's what I remember. I was remembering the Heim part. Valheim. Yes. Sons of the Forest reminds me of that game. In terms of the crafting and building and stuff that you can do.
I'm gonna look this up.
But set in modern times.
This game looks fine.
You nincompoop! You can't pull one over on me. You're slower than a
People
freaking
complained about this?
About what? Valheim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? People thought it looked bad because it had pixel art textures.
People need to go suck a rock.
I was meditating, you idiot. All right, I've had it up to here. Your punishment will be.
Oh, come on, man.
I appreciate the hard work, Goat. I'll split these sensu beans.
Valheim is such an extremely number pervert game, but not in the usual way.
One of the things I appreciated about Valheim, so you know in Minecraft how like there's very little that goes into like defending your base.
Yeah.
It's like maybe a creeper will blow up part of it, and that's about the biggest threat that you have. Valheim actually had stuff that could like fuck up your base, that could like show up. Like a big ogre might like attack your base or whatever, and you have to defend against that. I thought that was really cool.
It's actually funny.
And stuff kind of like falls apart, like physicsy, if I remember correctly. So it's kind of fun.
That's something that I think that's something that Arrow consistently says, is that like Minecraft would be interesting if there was more things that could potentially mess up your base. People
if you had to
complain
like defend
too
it,
much.
you know, like if you had to like build, like you had to fortify it, you know.
Because Arrow wanted to play like modded Minecraft with some friends, with a mod that had rats in it. And one of the cool things about rats is apparently they could make little holes through blocks and like change them into like that block plus rat hole or whatever. But then apparently Nerfbeer was like, "Oh, I don't want holes in my house. I don't want holes in my house." Also, Arrow like got like blowback on having like a tornado mod installed.
Yeah, but that stuff's great.
Yeah. I was thinking it'd be interesting to see a Minecraft like at some point that just has like ambient entropy. Every block type has a random chance of moving one over.
Oh yeah, remember I had one that was like, I had an idea that was like an extreme version of that, where it was like instead of all the blocks being held like in an exact like database, they're just stored like heuristically. And so the farther away you get from somewhere, the less like the less it remembers how it's supposed to be.
That's kind of fun.
So if you go too far away from your base, you'll come back and maybe just like a completely different landscape has spawned there. Or like you've gone like too far and you come back and everything's all scrambled. Because it kind of remembered like basically where this stuff was supposed to be, but not exactly anymore.
That's cool. I like
And
that.
if you go far enough away, it just completely forgets. And so you have to live like more of a nomad.
Can I just mention something randomly, by the way?
Uh-huh.
I'm really upset that the Celesteela plush is out of stock.
Oh. Session really wants to get me a Jumpluff plush, but that keeps being out of stock, apparently.
I managed to make my way up this tower when I was a kid.
This tower freaks me out. It's so skinny.
Yeah. Kind of precarious and cool. I remember back in the day when I'd started like playing Minecraft, and it was like still in dev, and then eventually into beta or whatever.
Been looking after Gohan,
I like
training him.
my big thing was that I always wanted Sky Fortresses. It was always like a 1 block wide thing of a ladder that goes up to near the block limit, and I'd have an entire place up there.
Mm-hmm. Chroma, how do you feel about my heuristic Minecraft idea? You've sent me a Keith Stack thing.
Oh, Keith Stack, I love that person.
Experience the magic all over again in 89 days? Huh?
Oh yeah, I sent this. Sorry, I
Yeah.
forgot. Oh, yeah, it's just the meme about the fact that Sonic Blast is gonna be in Sonic Origins Plus.
I wanna get Sonic Origins Plus and stream it. When does it come out?
In that many days that was in the meme.
Oh, 89?
89 days.
Oh, wow. Well, by the time that comes out, I'll probably have money for it. But it's probably gonna be like Sonic Mania Plus, and probably be just like $5 to add it.
Gohan's taken a real liking to
I imagine.
Those two actually make
It's $10.
What?
It's gonna be great.
It's more than Sonic Mania? I never even bought the Sonic Mania one. I'll get
It
this
is
one.
kind of
I'll do a playthrough as Amy of at least like
Lot of energy.
Sonic 1 and 2.
And CD.
Oh, baby. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for another playthrough of those games again yet, you know?
For
It's
me,
been less
it's
than a
all,
year.
for me, it all comes down to just how good is Amy's implementation.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'll
'Cause the
I'll at least play through, like, the first Sonic game as her.
Because the Game Gear games I don't give a shit about. I'm not gonna... Like...
I haven't streamed any of those games, so...
No, but if you want to stream them, you should get the Master System ports of all of them. And then emulate.
Yeah, but it would be fun to look at the Game Gear versions. The Game Gear sucks, it's great.
No! Stop playing! They're literally the exact same games, except they have less screen space on the Game Gear. Why are you doing this?
I don't know, because they gave them to me.
They didn't give them to you, they sold them to you!
Sounds unpleasant for you, but you could see the appeal. You like the experience of becoming familiar with the world. I see.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. All right, time to train.
I'm just like, I feel a bit bummed out about Origin in general, because like,
Mm.
cutscenes are great, right?
Yeah.
The remake of Free and Knuckles sans some of the stuff that I wish they'd had time. The Sonic 3 and Knuckles remake portion, great, except for the fact that it's like kind of arguably not done in a lot of places because they were fucking rushed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then like the entire thing, it's like fucking.
I have to fight my
digital
son.
It's like you've got Denuvo and Digital Deluxe and we're getting a re-release with more content really soon, and also it's a $10 upgrade fee for people who don't want to get the thing. It's like, I don't know, it just feels like, and then also like Sega managed to accidentally add a load of bugs to like a load of the games when they were putting them together.
I remember that.
And then like, not all of those are fixed yet, and then also like the phone versions of Sonic 1 and 2 had like remastered soundtracks that used like studio quality synthesizers that were like the equivalent to what the Mega Drive had, so it's like the same sound, just better quality. And then for some reason those aren't in Origins, for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a load of little things that are just obnoxious. And then also...
Sega handled it.
Yeah, just, I don't know why is Sega like this?
You're getting to be like Nintendo.
It just feels like you could hand them the gates to heaven, and the first thing they would do is to try and shove them like sideways up their own asshole.
Oh. I have to beat up my own son. This tiny baby.
While his other better dad watches.
Well, I also had to beat up his other better dad.
Oh. I don't want to get into the mean habit of saying better dad. That's not a thing I usually go by.
Huh?
People, I don't want to be mean at Goku about his parenting. That's like an overdone thing. I retract my statement. Especially when there's probably some better message.
I'm punching my son into the ground.
Especially when there's probably some better message that could be made about the value of it takes multiple people to raise a child, multiple influences, good in their own way, something. The idea of just two parents in an isolated bubble of their kid and no other influences is stupid and it's unhealthy and something. Must be awkward doing a spirit bomb to throw at your own child.
I was thinking that.
All the living things on Earth, let me beat up this whole shit!
The fighting in this game is still so fun. Boy, Gohan's stronger than Piccolo now. It's taken a lot more doing to beat Gohan than it did to beat Piccolo. I can go Super Saiyan. I've gone Super Saiyan to beat up my own son. I bet this didn't happen canonically. Goku never went Super Saiyan just to beat Gohan. Normal Gohan, by the way. Not Super Saiyan Gohan.
You know, like, so obviously in game it doesn't work like this. But you know what the like strength multiplier on Super Saiyan is?
What?
50 times.
Oh my god.
It's really fun. You know what I'm thinking about now?
Yeah.
There was a moment in Dragon Ball Super, right? That, like, just destroyed everybody watching, right?
Uh-huh.
It was a moment where Goku has a sparring match with Krillin, right? And you know how Super has, like, a lot of power escalation that's already happened, right? So Goku, right, in the middle of a sparring match with Krillin, goes Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, right?
Uh-huh.
Which is, like... It's like so many levels of ridiculously powerful anyway, right? It's hard to even describe it. And just everybody in the fan base was like, why does he do that? Why does he have to do that? Why does he have to do that against fucking Krillin? Why is he doing this against Krillin? Why? It's funny because it's like the writers of Super just don't seem to care about consistency that much, and they take things a lot more loosely, right?
Super tough on me.
A lot of people at the fan base were like, maybe he just like isn't going like. Maybe he isn't like going absolutely full pelt. Maybe it's just like he's just going through the power to make this easier, but he's only half-assing it.
And who knows?
And then a lot of other people were like, "I hate this. The entire series is ruined. This makes no sense."
Real trouble if he doesn't.
He's doing it because it's funny.
God, where is everybody today? Where are all our viewers?
I wonder if Dragon Ball, like as a game, might be just like the kind of thing
we
that
used
like.
to get so many, and it gets a lot of attention on YouTube.
What's the thing though is that people on YouTube will be looking for like specific parts or whatever. Or they'll be looking to watch an entire series. But like, how much of our audience are into Dragon Ball? I guess is the question.
Shan is. Where's Shan?
Well, Shan's like.
Is it too late in the day?
That could
Did
be.
we
it.
miss them? Anyway, I'm gonna go light another incense real quick. Boop, boop.
Okay.
Trying to get bad smells out of this house.
I have a weird relationship with incense now. Because, like, it feels like overnight Elena's become... Like, I get that, like, the house needs de-smelling, so it, like, makes sense, It makes sense that she's, like, constantly lighting incense. Holy fuck, look at how fucking... Look at her over there! What an absolute cutie. Sometimes it's nice just to remember that Elena's like a person and not like a homunculus with no legs, like just sort of planted into the ground in front of the streaming camera. Anyway, what was I saying? So I was saying like it's one of those things where it's like I get that like they keep lighting the incense for a reason, But also it feels like Elena's become more of those annoying incense people. Which isn't true, it just feels like it, It has the energy of Elena has become more the annoying incense people. Imagine how fun it'd be to throw Elena over like a bale of hay. Like over it, like completely over. I'm imagining it's like in a soft field, so it's like she doesn't get hurt. It's just over the bale of hay. I'm in like a weird mood at the minute. Like I don't know how to carry a stream on my own at this point. Like I don't know how to do anything. My life is kind of off the rails at this point. Oh dear! Oh no, that's not good.
I have returned. There a good smell in the house again.
Hello, Elena. We weren't talking behind your back. How you doing?
No kidding. And that's why I'm here to help you guys out.
God, my sensor is just going completely to shit.
Let's show 'em how strong you can get.
Like, look at this. On this side, against my head. This side.
Elena, have you ever considered just buying a separate microphone and headset?
I mean, we do have, but the problem is I connected Sasha's microphone to this computer and it got so much background noise. I don't know what was wrong with it. It doesn't get that on her computer.
Of everyone. I wonder what kind of training they're going through.
I just need to get another one of these.
Vegeta's most likely sticking to himself.
Hopefully we're going to have money soon though, so it should be easy to replace this soon.
Oh, don't worry about him. I'm sure Vegeta...
I already have a bunch of noise filtering settings on this microphone, so I don't know why they didn't work on the other one.
Why is Twitch recommending me a channel called Melanie Peepon?
I need to accept another sponsorship thing soon. That'll get me a good chunk of money too.
Sort of room where he had control over gravity.
It's just all the ones I'm getting now are for things that are more intrusive than HelloFresh was. Like, it's gonna have to be some mobile game that I have to play on stream and be nice.
That annoying woman's old man is the only one.
You know what I'm saying? And I have to get my viewers to play it in order for me to get money. So
There he is.
I will not play I have not gotten any offers from Clash Royale. Don't worry.
There you are.
There is a Star Trek game I got
What is
I got an offer from. I've gotten a few. I will watch out for that one.
Construction is complete.
I think I could have a reasonable time with the Star Trek game.
Yeah, like what?
There aren't a lot of things that can take a beating from you, you know? This thing has got to be durable.
Let's cut to the chase. I finish your shopping and you finish the room, that right?
That's right, you got it. Here's what I need you to get for me. And that about does it for the things I need.
You want me to get...
Dimensional lead?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it dimensional lead?
It's lead.
You'll see.
It's a material.
I'm going to push myself further than you and become a Super Saiyan.
Iron cress? Is it like watercress? But it's iron?
Good luck, Chroma.
It took me a minute to get back here because I went and said hi to Sasha.
Be good.
Hey, Elena.
Yeah.
Sprint around as Vegeta a little bit.
Okay, 1 second. We're in a loading zone at the moment. Girls love loading zones. Man, I look so cute today and nobody's here to see me. I'm so sad
I'm here
now.
to see you.
It's true.
Earth towns are more organized than I thought.
I also had to pet you.
Okay, what about his sprinting? Am I supposed to
Imagine if you just got like an iOS notification that just said "Bad man is 100 meters from your home."
And then you saw this. I'm gonna throw
Like, I don't know why. Like, the dashing seems even funnier when it's like a middle-aged balding man with like a pink shirt.
Not just any Super Saiyan.
Here he is. Look,
I'm going to
Batman is on his way to your location.
far beyond yours.
Was that Peter Griffin?
Was that... Excuse me?
No, that's not Peter Griffin. I turned around so he would see the shirt.
I hate how when people draw themselves, quote-unquote, in Dragon Ball style, they always look like the little bad man and they never look like the Peter Griffin. Draw yourself as Akira Toriyama's Family Guy, for fuck's sake.
Oh, why did I mark this spot on the map, I wonder? And when did I? I broke the tree there. I think they have to go into a first-person view to shoot the balls. Did you know Yoshi can tongue Lemmy's balls?
And bombs.
Yeah, actually he can't. That myth was busted.
Oh.
Yeah. You can't tongue
You know
balls or bombs.
Did you know Lemwig von Koopass Mario Brothers Wii?
Hey there! You a local on this rock? I got a business proposition for you. Give me what you got, and
Yeah.
it might not kill you.
Who the hell are you? Remnants of Frieza's pitiful army?
I like New Super Mario Bros. U a lot. I was thinking about that recently. It's my second favorite in the series, I think. Just behind the first game. Because that one is just... the main reason I like the first game so much is just nostalgia, to be honest. Like, I think New Super Mario Bros. U is a better game overall. But it's just... Can't go wrong with New Super Mario Bros. I think it's harder to like New Super Mario Bros. U given the context of it being like the fourth extremely similar game. You know? But I think it does a lot of good stuff. I think it's one of the best Mario games ever made, to be honest.
Are you Vegeta? Oh, I get it.
How long do you think it's gonna be before we see... I've talked about this on stream recently. How long do you think it's gonna be until we see another, like, mainline Mario game?
Sorry, but I got here first.
You caught me at a bad
Bis?
mood.
Another mainline Mario game?
Yeah, and what kind of a game do you think it's gonna be?
8 years.
8 years until it? Really?
Yeah.
With the movie coming out and everything?
Yeah. I think it's gonna be kind of like Odyssey, but less interesting. And it's generally gonna be considered the beginning of the end for the franchise.
I see.
Like, I think they're gonna throw away any potential they had and just make garbage.
Oh.
Please do not make a Mario movie title. We don't. We don't.
I think if they were gonna do that, we would have heard about it by now. You know, the movie's coming out so soon.
Isn't it interesting? Like, I don't know, like, some of that's weird, you know? Because, like, you know, there's already games that tie in with the movie. It's the games the movie's based on.
They didn't do a Sonic movie tie-in. I was always curious if they would do that. They put Sonic movie characters in Sonic Forces mobile game.
Bell.
Well, they just call it Sonic Forces now.
I know.
Like, they seem really intent to make you believe that that game is Sonic Forces. Because it's like so much, like, so many more people play it, and it's got a much better reputation now at this point.
Yeah.
Which is saying a lot, because it's just sort of just a gotcha mobile game with very little substance. The fact that that has a better reputation than the original Sonic Forces says a lot, I think.
Yeah.
About the original Sonic Forces. How do you feel about Sonic Forces Speed Battle, Beth?
How do I feel about Sonic Forces Speed Battle?
Yeah, how do you feel about that game?
Shit.
Oh.
I don't know. It's just like...
I see.
It's just the dream racing from Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games for Wii. Which I don't like, that has potential, right? But I'm gonna say, right? I think there's a reason that the game's fake multiplayer. And that's because the way they've set it up isn't
just like Mario Kart
interesting.
Tour.
Yeah, it isn't interesting enough to support real multiplayer.
Just like Plants vs. Zombies 2 as well, that's also fake multiplayer. Although you're playing against people's actual scores.
Yeah. Also, can I make a real hot take here, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't care if the game's like a lane-based auto-running quick-step thing. They could have put some slope stuff in there if they wanted to. That's my new thing, is if a Sonic game doesn't have that stuff, I'm angry. Just by default. It's like, it would be so easy, it would be such an easy way of adding a higher skill ceiling to something that is on its core kind of simple.
Biz, what would you do if they made a Lego Super Mario game?
I'd go to bed.
I see.
Like, who fucking cares? Who wants that?
I drowned. Look how drowning didn't count, like it didn't kill him, it just like took some of my health away.
That is kind of funny.
It would be funny if they made a Lego Super Mario game, considering that Lego Super Mario is already like a game, like you play a game with the toys. You know, like that's kind of its whole gimmick, is that, you know, the Mario is interactive and you play with it.
That is such a stupid. I hate that thing, to be honest.
Oh, it's really funny. We saw them in a display at the store, at Target, and like they have them turned off, obviously, but that's like the worst way to display them because they have the stupid dead eyes. They just look kind of terrifying. It doesn't really sell you on them very well. It's so funny.
Elena, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I would have done if... You know, okay, so random thought, right? It won't happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine how fun... Oh no, actually, would this resonate with you, if I'm going to say? I think. Could you imagine how wild it'd be if Vivian just turned up in the Mario movie?
Sasha would take a shit.
It would be so, because like I kind of almost wonder, like, I don't know, like, are they being savvy? Vivian from Thousand Year Door.
You know the trans girl? The trans girl, ghost girl?
It'd be such an easy bone to throw to just be like, oh yeah, this character exists in a piece of media now that's acknowledged.
Spoken like a true loser.
A truiser, as it's known.
Fighting Tien. The meaning of training.
I mean, they won't, but I'm just saying, like, it'd be so easy. If
Look at that animation of him getting hit over and over. By Vegeta's technique.
Oh my god, it's the same energy as the one clip where he's getting beat up by Roshi and it's like push pussy.
What?
You know the one clip where like he's in the tournament and like Roshi is like literally in like 10 places around him because he's moving so fast that you can't see him move, and then he comes in and starts punching him and it's like push.
Why is he saying pussy?
It's edited in. It's a meme, Elena. It's a meme.
What is the meme though?
The meme is that like. The meme is like, if you were, I don't know. It's just. Are you asking me to explain the joke?
Other than just that they're saying the funny word.
Well, no, it's a scene where a character is like so much more adept than the other that they literally are like in 10 places at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what it does is it takes the serious tone of that and makes it so the character in the advantage position is acting immature about it by calling the person a pussy from 10 different places. Yeah, that's the joke. You made me explain a joke, Elena.
They're already acknowledging the Paper Marios in the movie, though, Chroma, because they've put the Koopas and stuff into outfits that they only have ever worn in Paper Mario. So there you go.
Hey!
With like the little helmets and with the little spike on top and all that kind of thing. They've only ever been depicted that way in Paper Mario previously.
Miyamoto's in New York after talking to the creative advisor on the Mario movie. It's been a long day and there's been a lot of arguments, and they finally weighed him down to let him wear the Koopas wear hats. And Miyamoto's just in his hotel room.
They've not been in mainline games though, Chroma. Like maybe they showed up in like Mario Party Advance or something.
And Miyamoto is in the bathroom of his like little hotel room, pantsless, washing his pants in the bath, scrubbing the shit out. Yeah, that probably would have been funny if I hadn't been interrupted in the middle, but whatever, who
I'm
cares?
sorry.
No, you're not.
Also,
Anyway!
wait, what other games have they even... What are you even talking about? I can't even think of anything. This design's directly originated in Paper Mario. Mario Pinball? Are they? I don't remember them in that.
I'm gonna
Also,
go
that
look
game
this
was
up.
made, I think, by... I think that was also one of the ones done by the Paper Mario developer.
Yep, they were in Pinball.
Was that one done by the Paper Mario developer, like Mario Kart Super Circuit was?
Let me have a look. Oh my god, notable members: Spiky John and Spiky Tom.
I hope they put Mario Pinball Land on the Switch. I would play the shit out of that on there. I remember really badly wanting that game as a kid because I had like a little catalog that came with one of the few games that I actually had, and Mario Pinball Land was listed in that one. I remember it always looked so appealing.
No, it was not. It was developed by Fuse Games.
Oh.
I thought Mario Pinball Land wasn't. Yeah, because Mario Pinball Land was developed in the UK.
Oh, it's all based on like Super Mario 64 stuff, for the most part.
Oh my god!
I mean, if
you
they're
want to-
referencing,
Wait, no,
I mean, if
hold
they're
on,
referencing
hold
Mario
on.
Pinball Land, that's still a deeper reference than you would expect out of
Elena,
a movie
listen,
like that.
Listen.
Yes.
Do you want to know what the most recent game by the devs of Mario Pinball Land is?
What? Is it like a porn
Thomas
game or
and
something?
Friends Heroes of the Rails!
That's what they went out on? That's what they went out on? Do you know how stupid that game was? Where I just...
Oh god!
I just hold the Wii remote and just go... And that's the game. It took all of 30 minutes to play through.
I mean, there's something weirdly cute about you pretending to waggle.
Well, I wanted to go grab the Wii remote, but I didn't feel like climbing over stuff to get it.
That's fair. Yeah, okay, here's the thing, right?
Yeah, but
okay.
they like never show up in the main games or anything. Like almost everything in the movie comes from the games.
Okay,
You know?
here's my hot take, right? Okay, all of the Paper Mario-esque stuff that's in the movie could be complete coincidence, right? Because Paper Mario stuff is what happens when you take any of what's taken in the games as if you treat Bowser's Kingdom as an actual kingdom, an actual medieval kingdom, which is the thing it's supposed to be. Then you'll come to the conclusion, oh, well, you could probably put some in armor, you know? If you treat the Mushroom Kingdom like a real kingdom, you might go, oh, well, one of them could have gone.
Why does the door look like that? Why did somebody write on it in like a big Sharpie?
Oh my god, is this a localization thing? Was it Japanese in the original? And this is just like... they just put a
Why is it
shitty font.
handwritten?
Look at the bolts! Look at the bolts! The rivets, I mean.
Yeah. Except for in your case, Chroma, your door just says Chroma Room on it.
That Vegeta is
Chrome.
unbelievable. Training under 300 times gravity.
Me and Goku trained under 300 times gravity.
Vegeta,
Hey, Elena.
what are you doing?
You were saying, right? For a while, you used to say that like people come to the streams just to watch me, right?
Suit yourself.
The streams I'm on right now are like the least popular ones. Explain that.
Oh.
Why can't I reach his level?
Probably because of the time. We've been streaming really late.
God, Vegeta's such a sad sack of a man.
Is there?
Look at him on the fucking floor. I love how he went in the gravity room in the Batman shirt.
He's been doing everything in the Batman shirt. He doesn't have any other outfits.
You're not going to make any progress if you...
Bulma's big hair, I'm not a big fan of, to be honest.
It was the 80s. At the time of writing.
Her hair before was much better.
Batman chugs.
Why don't you just ask Goku what he does to turn
Is this
into a Super Saiyan?
anything? I'm gonna be honest, when you say Batman chugs, I read that as a name. This.
I don't know what that was.
Uh-oh, internet's pooped. Uh-oh. Oh no,
Oh yeah,
that's
it
bad.
has.
Oh no, it's
It's
fine
back.
now.
It's back. We're good. Everything
Anyway,
is
I was
good
saying-
now.
Yeah.
Oh, I say Chrome, when you say Batman chugs, I read that as like a name.
I've prepared a special training.
That's the name Vegeta gets on his fake ID, so you can go buy booze at Earth.
You can go buy poos?
Booze at Earth.
Okay.
Not poo. Why would he buy booze?
Big poo.
Kakarot, look! There's a small kitten! His name is Big Pooh! Nobody likes him, Kakarot! I like him! I love you, Big Pooh!
He says nobody likes him, but I like him, Kakarot. Kakarot, I like Big Pooh.
You're Vegeta, the almighty Saiyan Prince, right? And one more thing. My name's
Bulma, not woman.
Think you can... Do you know who you're talking to?
Damn that woman.
Damn that woman. He immediately goes in the camera. Vegeta forms the He-Man woman-hating club after this. Yeah, Vegeta's turning around to go form the He-Man woman haters club after this.
This place. This is the wasteland.
It's like a weird name. He-Man doesn't hate women. Does he?
I'm fighting myself? What the hell? Vegeta simulated?
Super elite like myself.
Vegeta simulated?
Mm-hmm.
Woman? What the hell is her
Damn that blasted woman. What the hell is her problem?
You're about to learn the hard way that
We can use Vegeta's technique against Vegeta.
I will go beyond Kakarot and this bastard version of myself. Believe it!
You remember how many times it took me to beat this fight originally? As Goku? Feels like the game has been getting easier.
Prepare yourself.
Or at least I'm just getting better at it. Probably both.
Anyone's possible. I mean, I guess, like, you continually got your way to side stuff, right?
I've been doing that on purpose.
Yeah, and hypothetically, if
Because
you keep doing that...
historically, I used to skip things like that in games. And that would always come back to bite my ass.
Yeah, and it could just be that now your ass is unbitten.
Mm-hmm. Makes good stream content, doing side quests. So I make use of the dodging a lot more than I used to. I'm always very bad at remembering dodges for some reason. But I'm remembering it well in this game. Oh yes, yes, we're doing the cool thing, look! We both used Gallic Gun at the same time.
Prepare yourself and bear witness to the unstoppable power of a super elite.
Imagine if I used Gallic gun on you.
Garlic is such a funny word. It's supposed to be like garlic, right?
I think I looked this up and yeah, it's supposed to be garlic.
Caption said da 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 da. I'm dying, Scoob. Also found out how to get healing items, that's another help.
It's interesting how the simulated Vegeta is wearing Saiyan armor, and the current Vegeta is wearing Badman.
Well, that's how you tell them apart.
I think it's funny.
I think you're funny. I tried to do the double beam thing again, but I failed.
Prepare yourself.
Hey, Lena. I'm gonna pet you on the head.
Thank you, I like that. Especially since she's been listening to scary videos and napping.
Oh, that sounds fun.
If for now she's all scared.
That's fine. Silly Sasha! That's the point! Ask Sasha if she's ever
I'd
listened
level up
to,
from fighting myself.
Has Sasha ever listened to Recovered from the Bottom of the Marianas Trench?
I've listened to that.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite
barely
SCP
remember it.
tales. You barely fucking remember it?
Yeah, wasn't that the thing where it was like the world had been reset or something?
Well, I mean, that's the boring part. The part that's good is the melancholic recounting of the final days of normalcy.
Oh, I guess that wasn't enough of a challenge for you, huh?
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come
Is
on.
anything deep?
It was just
What do you mean?
Like, okay, so like Dragon Ball isn't deep, right?
You're right, it wasn't enough.
Ostensibly, it shouldn't be.
Stronger opponent.
I see.
Recovered from the Bottom of the Marianas Trench ostensibly shouldn't be deep, right?
Well, it's literally deep.
No, but like, it's a story on the SCP wiki. It's not supposed to be like what's the deep stuff?
Really makes you
And
think.
is it actually deep? Like, no, because I went on Twitter and I was like, can you name something that's deep, right?
Uh-huh.
And nobody really could.
Oh.
Like I'm wondering, is anything actually that incomprehensibly complex? Is anything truly something that's this
Undertale.
unreachable higher? Yeah, one person said Undertale, right? But like, is Undertale that? Because
There's so
most
much to
people
it.
seem to, most people seem to get at least a decent amount of what Undertale's about by playing it.
I guess
And that
by
makes me
deep,
wonder-
I mean there's many deep layers to the lore and everything in it, especially now, given the context of Deltarune.
I guess what I'm saying is okay.
But
Is-
I guess you're that's less intellectual depth and more just. Well, I mean, I guess it is intellectual in a way, but like, I think it's different from what you're getting at.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that like,
fine. You're
if somebody, is there anything I could read where I would read it and then like not,
Didn't he?
and like it, like I don't know, like would it, like it feels like fundamentally like there's no such thing as like it feels like anybody could get most of anything if they just, like, if you just have like debate enough like contextual knowledge to understand what's even being getting at. Like, you watch a political debate, it's not like anything that's going on is like yeah, I get some people won't understand like a concept, like, you know, like some people won't understand like quantitative easing or something, right? But it's not like quantitative easing is this ungraspable the idea. And I guess that some people wouldn't be able to pick up on like a fascist dog whistle, right?
Mm.
But that doesn't mean that a fascist dog whistle is an incomprehensibly deep idea. It's just an idea somebody doesn't know. So I'm wondering, like, is there anything I could read where then I'd be like, oh, well, everything I've liked up to this point has just been a cheap, fucking disposable entertainment, and this is the real deep stuff? Or would I just go, oh, that was a story that tackled ideas? And would they be ideas that were completely alien to me now, or would they just be like, oh, it's about death?
Sure, Chi-Chi.
Just kind of like how Sonic Frontiers is, really. I don't know.
Don't you? I'm starving me. I got a bone to pick with. Why can't you act more like our neighbors and drive us to...
But Chi-Chi, we don't have a car. And even if we did...
You need to get a
Usually people think things that are deep that tell you very little on the surface. Things are deep when they're up to interpretation.
Well, that just means they have a high skill floor. Doesn't mean they have a high skill ceiling.
When things are very vague and very metaphor-y, analogy-y type of things, and they don't give you a lot of information about what the metaphor even is, then that's what people consider deep.
That's obfuscated. It's not deep. But then I say that, but then I'm like, what if I'm only saying that to make myself feel smart? What if I'm an idiot, and there's a load of genius stuff going on over there, and I just don't know about it?
That's something I'm trying to do with my story.
Yeah, I agree with what
series. Which is just that, like, I want people to get a lot of emotional depth and, like, complexity of, like, storytelling and stuff out of it without leaving stuff vague, right? Like, I'm building up mysteries that aren't explained yet, but they will eventually be explained, right? Like, I want to build a story where there's no trouble just sort of, like, clearing up all the mysteries or whatever, but still having it be resonant and everything, you know? Like, yeah. I don't want it to be about, like, trying to be like, ooh, what does this mean, and that kind of stuff. It's like, well, you gotta you should have a very good idea of what everything means. But it should still be meaningful, you know?
Yeah.
And
Chroma says... Chroma says, I think deepness can only exist in conjunction with one's personal experiences and how they interact with media, and can only be inherent quality to a limited extent as such.
Chi-Chi is so small.
I kind of want to agree with that, but like...
Biss, they're gonna do the driving!
What?
I'm glad you finally caught up. I've been reading the dialogue, so I knew that a while ago.
We're gonna see the Post Boy outfit. I'm so excited. And he's gonna wear that stupid little hat. The Post Boy outfit was the peak for Piccolo.
I can see myself getting lost in a city.
Turning him orange is not.
Then, shall we begin the driving lesson?
What? He's not wearing it.
Then
I'm so upset.
Whether it's in battle.
No! 0 out of a quadrillion.
Are you alright?
Oh, finally we get to drive. It was talking about getting to drive the cars very early on in the game. It doesn't indicate where the next checkpoint is, and eventually you
Can't believe they queerbait like that, says Chroma.
Queerbait.
Fun fact, the driving test stuff, I think, is anime filler.
Wow, so they did include some of the anime filler in this? But
undeniable evidence that filler is good, actually.
That's probably why they didn't get the Post Boy outfit, though.
This isn't putting safety first! Man, this feels great! We should be able to make it, right? I bet this thing can go even faster!
I like how crashing is not even, like, a problem, because the hover cars just kind of bump past each other harmlessly.
Don't forget about safety.
It's great.
This thing can go even faster.
It's kind of funny how like.
Oh, you can go in first-person mode.
It's kind of funny how like you have so much less control over this than you do over just flying.
Don't forget about safety. No. Woohoo!
First-person mode is fun.
Oh, look at sick downhill.
Man, this feels great.
Do you just drive over the police?
Probably.
Oh my god, yes! Go off-road!
Woo!
You missed a gate, Elena.
No, I didn't.
Not too bad.
Those gates are just boosts.
Man,
The checkpoints are the important thing, and those are the circles on the ground.
Okay, that's good.
This is amazing. I love this game so much, Biz. Oops. That was a crash.
Elena, if I give you $25, will you draw yourself in a Dragon Ball meme outfit?
Maybe.
make it, right?
But that's the thing, is you can't use any of the ones that already exist.
It has to be something that I will
Feels
think
like
is,
one.
that will make sense for me.
Yeah.
How was that?
It needs to have a random word and then a gender behind it.
All right.
Looks like I'm the winner, Piccolo.
Oh, wow.
The gender will be NB.
One more time, go.
Wait! I said wait! A license isn't some prize to ensure that you can drive.
Like I care about that. I will not accept defeat.
I think I'm starting to get a hang of this.
With pleasure.
He's supposed to be in the postboy outfit for this scene. I remember this scene. You've showed me this scene before.
What?
It's on, Goku.
Oh yeah, Piccolo?
I've been postboy denied. God damn.
You could do what I always do and just put a postboy PNG on screen.
What do you mean you always do?
Well, I mean, I always put things on screen. Let me look
I'm
for
gonna
a
put it on you instead.
No!
I'm gonna put a postboy PNG on Biss's Tumblr.
Goku, so how
That's not
24
I
new
guess.
notes on Tumblr.
Handled it like a
Actually, there's
complete
only 2.
pro. I beat Piccolo, no problem.
you what? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that.
Oh, actually, there's probably something you should know. She told us she'd give us our licenses if we promised.
If we promise never to come back.
So you didn't actually.
Well, at least
Yep.
now we can buy a car and finally go on this family.
Well, the thing is, they also said we'd have to pay for all the damages caused. I'm not so good with money, so. Well,
I love how like everybody's reactions to this says so much about them. Gohan's the only sensible person here. Chi-Chi is just enamored with the idea of like sensible things.
Mm-hmm.
I know it wasn't easy, but you finally got your license, Goku.
a car.
Elena, if I send you a transparent postboy, can you leave them on the screen?
After paying back the
Maybe.
city for all of the damages you
Well,
caused,
tell me
you
before I go
have
through
to
the
get your
effort.
driver's license.
I like the best I got for you is a maybe.
That's
Also,
Why
we're
am
gonna
I-
end the stream in just a minute.
Goku.
why am I putting in
We've
free
been going
work
on
for you
for,
then?
we've been going for 2 hours.
We've been going for 2 hours?
Yep.
I see.
2 hours?
Yep.
We've been going
Hey,
I'm gonna
for 2
I gotta
hours?
punch your butthole clean off.
Why?
that's true. I guess I'll hit her up about it then.
Towers.
To quote Chroma, you can't be mad at me.
I can and am. I'm sorry.
No, but you can't.
Look what you just said in the chat now.
Towers, a second hour has hit the live
brings you here?
Well, it's not a big deal, but I was hoping you could help me
What
with
am I
a
gonna
little
do with you?
Sure. What's up?
Not sure if you heard, but Chi-Chi made me get a driver's license. Got an extra one lying around in those...
Doesn't that beat all? Earth's champion now.
Seriously?
You don't strike me as a responsible driver. Any normal find me the stuff I need.
Hey, Lena.
All right, then.
It's all on this list.
Do you have any guns
Be
left?
sure to refer to it. And
Guns?
one more thing.
Yeah, do you have any guns left?
What do you mean left? In what? Where?
Life, happy life.
Well, do you have any guns left?
I'm gonna kick you off the stream forever.
No!
I yawned. Do you still want to play some kind of multiplayer game for a little while after this?
Depends whether you put my post boy on stream when I'm done.
Oh.
Depends entirely on that.
Wow.
We'll put him on stream during the next Dragon Ball stream.
After I round up a bunch of materials,
It's a
Okay,
promise.
Mama's gonna make one.
But then he's gotta stay on screen the entire time.
Yeah, I'll make him do a little dance.
Then you'd better get to find
How will you make him do a little
I don't know
dance?
if I go that
You'll see.
far, but then again,
I don't think I want to see that. That sounds like a bad, actually.
Oh.
Sounds like a mischief you're trying to do. Honestly.
Red fruits are rare, so if you spot any, pick them up. Did you know that red fruits are rare? I think that's just a life tip. Not a tip for the game, that's just a general life tip. Red fruits are rare, so if you spot any, pick them up.
Great.
Strawberries are valuable. Try to get them all.
all right. What should I do today?
Strawberries. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna list that in Marshmallow Goes to Space.
Really? Okay. Hey, Pickle,
Aww.
do you think you could take
Yes, it's going to say strawberries are valuable. Try to get them all.
Oh, what if... What? Oh, that's actually... I just actually like that.
Goku? I just got a call from Master.
Oh yeah? Talk about a blast!
I'm not sure, but he said she wanted to talk.
But I've got train.
Don't you dare be disrespectful to Master Roshi. Just
Oh.
be careful.
Well, better get going, I guess.
War at the door.
Okay, I could have cut this out slightly better, but here you go. Here's a post boy.
But it doesn't say post boy.
Well, yeah, because it's... Well, it does on the other side.
But I don't think you would say post boy.
Do you want me to edit the text onto the back?
That wouldn't be right.
What do you mean that would be wrong?
Oh, this is
gonna
the bad
kick-
way to do this.
I'm gonna kick 12 of your asses. Okay, you know what? By the next stream, I'll do original art of Post Boy for you to put on. How about that?
Well, that would be cool beans.
I say volunteering my time for no reason.
You're improving the stream.
Yeah, when was the last time you tried to improve my stream?
Well, when's the last time you streamed?
This
is where he goes. He's standing on my camera thing. And he's very small. What do you think?
That's great! I love that look at him!
Goku's very mad at him.
Oh my god, the way he stood there is perfect!
He's a little guy.
Oh my god, I fucking love that
And
so
it's his
much.
birthday. Like how Sonic Frontiers and Dragon Ball Z Kakarot are in all caps on here. None of my other games are.
No, the other
It's
games
only
are...
them.
God, look at these games. It's only a handful, really, when you think about it.
Here's the rest of my games on here. It's not a bad
Share
one.
Factory.
There's a Freddy's security breach. What do you think of this collection? Some of these I haven't even played, like Ratchet and Clank. Oh, here's just games. What the frick is the Playroom? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I have The Witness, cause in 2020 they gave out a bunch of games for free. The Witness was one of them, Enter the Gungeon was one of them, Res Infinite, Thumper, and Horizon Zero Dawn. There's a noise behind me, I think it was a mouse. Anyway, what should we play together, Biff?
I don't know. It's a good question. Can we decide it when the stream's over?
I thought I meant for streaming. Streaming a multiplayer game.
Wait. No, I had absolutely no clue that's what you meant.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
You wanted to do an extra long stream.
No, 2 hours is a normal long stream. We've been doing like
Yeah.
short ones recently.
Yeah, we've done it. We've just done a normal live stream, and you want to stream longer.
Well, yeah, because I didn't do another stream tonight. So I could still do another one. For like an hour, maybe. At most.
I feel like a little bit sickly. Let me think.
It's okay if you don't want to. I was just floating the idea.
I don't know if there is anything I'd want to play.
It's okay.
I could. I don't know.
This didn't work. I guess I'm using this image as the backdrop for the end of the stream then. Well, thank you everybody. Well, by everybody I think I just mean Chroma for this stream. I don't know why we didn't get anybody. But thank you for watching. I'll be back on Thursday. Also I have a Bean bonus stream planned for this week. I found a little game from 1997 that you can play in your browser called Moonchild, which just has like peak late 90s, early 2000s PC platforming game look with like pre-rendered graphics and stuff like that. It's kind of got like Nights into Dreams vibes a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, I might see if I can throw anything else in, because I usually like to play more than one game on Bean bonus streams. But
I mean, we could play Sonic. We could play Sonic Battle R if you want.
I can't. That's not going to be easy enough to set up, I think. For tonight, at least. But we can do that. Definitely at some point.
Okay, another time.
Yes.
I got work tomorrow anyway, so I don't want anything too high commitment tonight, so...
Okay. Yeah, so Thursday will be, probably Kirby with Sasha. And more of Dragon Ball Z. And then,
Wait, what day will that be?
Thursday. You know, like usual?
Okay.
And then Friday I'm gonna play Moonchild. I might just throw Pokemon Legends in that day too, because I want to stream that game some more. And then next Sunday will be the same stream today. But probably Metroid Prime or Pokemon Legends as well. So today's Sunday, Krella. It's the weekend. Tomorrow's Monday. Alright, thank you everybody. I'll see you again later in the week.